Hello everyone and thanks for watching Edupedia World videos. Well, here I am S.K. Puri. I am the faculty for Organization Behavior. Well, the subject today of the Organization Behavior is what is Organization Behavior and its application to organizations. Let us see what is the learning objectives of today's video. We shall cover the following in this video. First, what is the definition of organization behavior? Second, what managers do? Number third, what kind of concepts organization behavior will deal? Number four, contribution of behavioral sciences to organization behavior. Last but not the least, how the study of OB is helpful for the managers and for the organizations. Now let us define organization behavior. OB is a field of study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups and structures will have on behavior within an organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge toward improving an organization's effectiveness. So basically, organization behavior is a field of study and it is for improving the organization's effectiveness. Now let us see how and in which manner it does so. Well, organization behavior is an applied behavioral science. As far as definition is concerned, we define like this, that organization behavior is an applied behavioral science that is built upon contributions from a number of behavioral disciplines. The predominant areas are psychology, sociology, social psychology, anthropology and political science. Now, what will be the coverage in our organization behavior subject? The first one will be Introduction to Organization Behavior and overview of the organization behavior subject as such. Then we will move on to Communication, Personality, Trait Theory, Perception, and then moving on to Emotions and Emotional Intelligence, which is very important concept present day. After this, we will go to Learning, Motivation and Leadership. Leadership is a very important area for an organization. Then we will come to Groups, Team Building and Team Working, Conflict, Stress Management, Negotiation and Leadership of the teams, Change Management, Determinants of Organizational Design, and then some of the management concepts, tools and techniques. So this is an overview of the subject of organization behavior. Now what is management and what are its functions? Well, management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish the selected aims. So management has got some goals, objectives and aims, and people are working together to achieve them. Now how do they achieve it? That means, what are the functions of management? Basically, there are 5 basic functions of management. These 5 are listed here. These are planning, organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. Now, when we are discussing the topic, it is very essential to know the difference between effectiveness and efficiency. The word effectiveness is different from efficiency and people often confuse it. Well, effectiveness is the achievement of the objectives. The objectives is set by the organization. So how effectively we achieve those objectives is the effectiveness. Whereas efficiency is a concept that the achievement of the ends with the least amount of resources. So it is kind of how much resources we put for achieving our ends. If the job is done which is not towards the objectives, then we may be efficient, but we are not effective for the achievement of the objectives of the organization. So efficiency is with respect to resources for achievement of the ends. But as far as the objectives are concerned, effectiveness is the word which is used. Now the question arises whether management is a science or an art. This is often a question which we always wonder. Well, it is the knowledge that constitutes a science, and the managing as a practice is an art. So the knowledge part is the science and the practice part is an art. So in this context I can say that science and art are not mutually exclusive, they are complementary. That means they are not separate, they occur together and they complement each other. Now our whole process of learning is to rise in life, in personal and professional life. So that is why this picture shows that we are onto a growth process as individuals, as organization also. This is how organization behavior will be used for the growth of individuals as well as for the organization. Now somebody has said, it is this way, that you must learn a new way to think before you can master a new way to be. That means that knowledge is required, that how to think differently, how to act differently, then only we will be different. So organizational behavior as a knowledge, as an art of the science of management is a very important subject. Now let us see that how success is achieved in an organization. Here we have shown a triangle known as KSA triangle, that is knowledge, skill and attitude triangle. We know that for success, or for rather achieving success in an organization, we must have proper knowledge, the required skills and the required attitude. The knowledge will cover basic theories, information, facts, figures, descriptions, learning, science, etc. Whereas the skills are goal setting skill, time management skill, reasoning skills, communication skill, interpersonal skills. Knowledge and skills are often confused. But one may have knowledge but may not have the skills. Like a carpenter, you can give him knowledge about the wood, the various types of wood, its grains and the various tools, but still he may not be able to make even a chair. So skill is when he starts putting that knowledge into practice, he gains the skills. So goal setting, time management, reasoning, communication, these are skills that we employ while we practice. So knowledge is that part which is basics and theories and information, whereas skill is the actual working and using that knowledge, as I have wanted you understand in the case of a carpenter. Now attitudes are built in us like self-motivation, self-confidence, integrity, honesty, optimism, enthusiasm, cooperative, commitment. An organization where there is a positive working attitude, there is a motivational attitude, people are all motivated. So that is a kind of attitude. An attitude where there is a self-motivation, people are cooperative. Now having understood the knowledge, skill and attitude, let us go further. That the skill part, we can say that the skills required at various levels are different. Before that, let me talk about what are the various kinds of skills, then I will tell you the variation in the skills requirement at various levels of management in an organization. Well, the technical skills are the ability to apply specialized knowledge or expertise, whereas the human skills is the ability to work with people and understand and to motivate other people, both individually and in groups. So human skills is interpersonal skills. It is the way you motivate people, it is the way you work with people, it is the way you get the work done. Well, conceptual skills are more mental abilities like strategic management or to make the basic strategic decisions. So they have mental abilities to achieve and diagnose complex situations. Now it is said that in the organization, at the lower level, the technical skills are more required, conceptual are less, but the human skills are equally important at the lower and the higher level. But as you see in this diagram, as you go higher, technical skills are less and less required, and this is replaced by the requirement of conceptual skills, because top management have to do more with the strategic decision. Which new products to go, which new technologies to go, which new markets to investigate. These strategic decisions are required by top management, so these are conceptual skills. Now, having understood, the word structure is to be understood. When we will study organization behavior, we will be using this word structure. Now, organizations are some kind of social systems. Social system means it is the people who work there. Hence, organizations are social systems. The formal relationship of people in an organization is called structure. That means there are people in an organization performing different jobs at different levels, have to be related in some structural way so that their work can be effectively coordinated. In other words, an organization has got an organization structure having various departments like operations, marketing, research and development, planning, marketing, like that. But there also there is hierarchy. There are some people at the top level, middle level, and lower level. Like you have general manager, deputy general manager, then you have got senior manager, manager, like that. You have got an hierarchy. So there is a structure of different departments and different hierarchies or different structural levels in the hierarchy. Having understood, what are the major areas that we will be exploring? We will be exploring the topics of how to communicate clearly, managing time and stress, delegating successfully, motivating people, managing teams, managing meetings, negotiation and conflict management, interpersonal skills, presentation skills, managing skills and change management, and last but not the least is creativity, which is extremely important, creativity, problem solving, so that we can be an innovative type of organization. Now the management thought has moved over a period of time. Let us little bit review that what is the contemporary management thought. The contemporary management thought believes in system theory, that management works as a system, organization works as a system, whereas there are subsystems which interact. And management is not an island, it works in an external environment, social, political, economic environment, or socio-political environment. And it has got an internal environment, different departments interacting with each other, like marketing, production, planning, research and development. So this interaction between the internal subsystems as well as the organization interacting with the external subsystems is a systems thought. The second thought which is prevalent in the contemporary management thought is contingency view. Contingency view says that we have to have our style or our actions as per the situation's contingency variables. For example, when we enter into international business, it is different from a domestic business. The variables in different countries are different. So we have to be contingent as per the situational variables. Then TQM has become very important nowadays, that is total quality management, which has come, the concept has come from Japan. Now systems approach, we have already said that organization does not exist in vacuum. Internal and external environment is always there. Systems, subsystems, they interact, and that they not only interact, they affect the total system. Different functions are there, different organizations there, and many a time we have cross-functional teams so as to act effectively. Contingency view is that contingency factors have always been realized, realizing the situational factors to be considered in communication, leadership or other aspects of management. Globalization is a fact of life, and globalization has further enhanced the cultural diversity as a contingent factor. We can work with German, French, Syrians, Americans, Japanese, so that kind of cultural diversity has further added to the contingency factor. Total quality management is an integrated organizational approach in delighting customers, both external and internal, by meeting the expectations on a continuous basis through everyone involved within the organization, working on a continuous improvement in products, services and processes along with problem-solving methodology. That means TQM says that all levels of the people are involved in making the customer delighted by our products and services. So TQM is total quality management, which is a concept of integrated approach by all the levels. So the principles of TQM are: customer defines the quality and customer satisfaction. Top management must provide leadership for quality. Quality is a strategic issue and hence requires strategic plan. Quality is the responsibility of all employees at the levels of all organizations. So quality is a concept, a TQM is a concept where it is not said that it is top to bottom or bottom to top, all levels are involved. So TQM principles: all functions of the company must focus on continuous quality improvement to achieve strategic goals. Quality problems are solved through cooperation among employees and management, training and education of all employees, continuous quality improvement. That is the use of statistical quality control. There are some additional important contemporary management thoughts. One is that the employee performance is given more importance than the satisfaction, which was the earlier view. Employee engagement and management activities for effectiveness has achieved more importance. Nowadays we talk of not employee satisfaction but employee engagement. That is, employee engagement is a property of the relationship between an organization and its employee. An engaged employee is one who is fully absorbed by and enthusiastic about the work and so takes positive actions to further organization's reputation interest. So nowadays we talk of engaged employees who are engaged. The disengaged employees, he may be satisfied, but he is not engaged into the reaching the objectives of the organization. The other important concepts which are emerging in the modern management are that decision making is not through application of logic but intuition and gut feeling. That has been realized. Emotional intelligence and emotional quotient has been realized. Daniel Goleman is one of the management thinker who has put these concepts to forefront. Creativity and innovation has become very important because of the rapid change in the technology, in the products and services. And effective management, understanding the effective skills, or rather the emotional part. In the leadership focus on the components of the empathy and understanding the other person has become more important. So these are the new concepts of the modern management thought. Mindfulness has entered into management. Mindfulness is the intentional accepting the non-judgmental focus on one's attention on the emotions, thoughts and sensations occurring in the present moment. Mindfulness is quite related to emotional intelligence. That is, how much emotionally intelligent we are to understand the situation as such. Flow is a concept, is a mental state of operation in which a person performing an activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement and enjoyment. So actually people who are engaged fully with mindfulness will achieve better results. So globalization, and this will be covered in various other topics, but creativity has become important. So the kind of leadership that we require is a creative leadership, which is the ability to deliberately engage one's imagination to define and guide a group towards noble goal, a direction that is new for the group, that has profound influence on workplace, community, school, family and individual as such. Actually, why creative leadership is more important in the present day? Because creativity is required because of the rapid change. Hence, in organization behavior, we have to study leadership from the point of view of creativity as a fundamental requirement of the present day. This is called the effective management with emotions and creativity, we run towards our objectives, achieving through emotional intelligence. The thought leaders at the present are Robin Sharma, which has written a book of Lead Without a Title, A Focus, The Hidden Driver of Excellence by Daniel Goleman, On Becoming a Person by Carl Rogers. So there are many modern management thinkers which are now changing the direction of management thought. Areas of interpersonal skills that will be considered important in effective management will be verbal communication, non-verbal communication, listening skills, negotiation skills including conflict and dispute resolving skill, problem solving skill, decision making skill, assertiveness. And for the personal and organizational effectiveness, we will be also talking about goal setting, time management, stress management, change management, physical and emotional and spiritual health. The use of OB. The use of OB in organization and its challenges and opportunities will be dealt in the next video. Till that time, thank you very much for listening to me. Thanks very much again, and wish you the very best in life.